Alright guys, Tottenham Hotspur have just beaten Manchester City by a goal to nil. And I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. Manchester City have played 2 games this season. They've lost them both. That's not a good sign. I know it's only 2 games, Jesus Christ, Liverpool lost 6 in a row at home last season. It's not crisis zone for Manchester City, but it's not a good start to the season either. City did start the game off quite well, to be fair. Fernandinho had a header go wide. I think Cancelo also had a shot that got saved. But yeah, it sort of died down a little bit as the half went on, and the closest anyone came to scoring for the rest of the half was when I think Tanganga headed the ball into the air and fell to, I can't remember who it fell to actually, but they had a shot and it got cleared on the line by Ilkay Gundogan, and it was a really good block in all fairness. I'm just trying to think about the shot now. It may have been Lucas Moura. I'm not 100% sure on that. But Tanganga was man of the match, by the way. He was absolutely brilliant. He dealt with Jack Grealish and Raheem Sterling superbly today, and gave Nuno Espirito Santo something to think about for should he be the starting right back for this season. Because let's be honest, the two players he's up against for that right back role are Matt Doherty and Serge Aurier. Serge Aurier, as we all know, can be very clumsy. He's very much like Alberto Moreno for Liverpool, in the sense that he can be good going forward, but defensively he's not reliable. And so Spurs really need someone better than him. Doherty, very good player for Wolves. However, he did play right wing back for them. So in the back four, there is more responsibility on him when he plays at right back, defensively, that is. And he hasn't looked great in the few times he has played for Tottenham. So Tanganga has got an opportunity to get into the Spurs team here, and he was really good today. Spurs got the goal in the second half through Heung-Min Son. It was a counter-attack that sent Son out wide. He squared up to Nathan Ake, and he cut in on his left. I think that's his weak foot, and just hit it hard and low into the bottom corner. Ruben Diaz really should have blocked it, but for some reason he just left it, and Ederson clearly thought, oh well, he's going to block it, and he didn't, and by which time it's already gone past Ederson. So it was a bit of a mistake from Diaz, really. He needed to block it because it was quite close to him, and I don't know if it was because his boot got stuck in the ground a little bit, but he just didn't stick his leg out and should have blocked it. And I don't really blame Ederson for expecting Diaz to block it, really. But I think Ederson still could have reacted a little bit quicker. But it'd be very harsh for me to say that Ederson was at fault for that goal. But it was a good goal by Heung-Min Son. And Spurs did look good on the counter-attack today with Lucas Moura and Heung-Min Son and Steven Bergwijn all looking good going forward. Dele Alli had a decent game in midfield. Obviously, last season was a bit of a shambles for him, really. And the end of the season before, weren't great either. But, you know, he's not a kid anymore. And it is time for him to move on from being a Premier League wonder kid that he was in 2016 to becoming a great, one of the best Premier League players in the league. and he definitely has the ability to do that. We all know that. It's just, I don't know if there's been distractions off the pitch over the past 18 months, but something's definitely happened. Or it just might just be loss of form. I mean, let's face it, playing under Mourinho, anything can go wrong, can't it, at this point in Mourinho's managerial career? But City didn't respond to Son's goal the way I thought they would. Guardiola delayed his changes. He brought Jesus and De Bruyne on. De Bruyne had a little bit of an impact, but not enough. And Jack Grealish, again, I thought was slightly disappointing on his second game and first start for Man City. He just didn't have an impact, and I'm not sure Jack Grealish is like the perfect fit for Man City that people think he is. He's obviously a very good player, but I'm still not convinced that he was the player that Man City needed. I think they need a striker. Well, it's obvious they do, but I'm not even sure Harry Kane is the right striker they need. I think they need a direct replacement for an Aguero, just a plain goal scorer, which Harry Kane does that very well, but he also likes to come into midfield, and that causes congestion in midfield. Too many players in the same place trying to do similar things. And I thought also Man City were missing Bernardo Silva. You can say what you want about Bernardo Silva, that he is a bit of a muppet, like in some of the things he does off the pitch and sometimes on it. But he is a consistent footballer, and he is also quality. Like he scores you 10 goals a season from central midfield. He can also play out wide, and he's also a workhorse at the same time. He works really hard for the team, and I thought City were missing that today. Like Jack Grealish doesn't quite do that in the same way that Bernardo Silva does it, and I felt that's what City were missing today. I thought Gundogan was all right, but Tottenham defensively didn't really actually have many problems today. Sanchez and Dyer coped quite well with what City had to offer, which admittedly today wasn't that much. But yeah, it's not a good sign for City to start this season. Many people were just backing them to win it again and win the Champions League this season, signing Grealish and Kane. I'm still not convinced, just because you're signing, just because if you spend 250 million on Kane and Grealish, it doesn't automatically mean they're going to fit in. Like, they are two very good players, but you don't know how they're going to fit in. That's why spending big amounts of money is always a risk. Like Barcelona, they've spent 100 million on 3 players: Coutinho, Dembele and Griezmann, and so far none of them have really been successes. Coutinho definitely not a success. One of his highlights in Barcelona games was scoring 2 against them in the Champions League quarter-final when they conceded 8. Griezmann, he's been all right, but not £100 million worth player. Dembele, far too many injuries, far too inconsistent, and in general not worth 120 million, which they paid. So I don't know. City didn't start last season off great either, but throughout December, January, February, and they just went on an incredible run. So you don't know what they might do this season, but it's not a good start, and it will give the 3 teams at the top of the table, Manchester United, Chelsea and Liverpool, a bit more hope now that maybe Man City won't run away with it and they have something to fight for. But anyway, that's my thoughts on today's game. Tottenham didn't appear to miss Harry Kane ridiculously. Like, they seemed to cope without him quite well today. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.